Alright, so hi guys, in this video right now I'm going to show you the Omen 15 review. This is the Omen 15 DH1000NE laptop. This is the 2019 chassis with the 2020 specs in the insides of the laptop. This contains the i7-10750H processor, a GTX 1660 Ti, and a 1TB NVMe SSD from Samsung. By the way, the 16GB of RAM are from SK Hynix, which runs at 2933 MHz of RAM speed, and this comes with Windows 10 Home, and the battery is around 76 watt-hours. So this is the laptop itself. If I may move the laptop and focus the camera, there we go. This is the old chassis. I'm going to show you the picture of the new chassis model of the Omen 15, which is provides better thermals and better look. But for me personally, I really like this this chassis more than the 2020 version, because it has the classic Omen style built into it. As you can see here, this is the chassis. The top lid feels like metal, but it feels more like plasticky metal, if that makes sense. I really don't know how to describe the feeling of the laptop, but yeah, take my word for it, and you can go and purchase this on any other stores that contains with this laptop. So this laptop, by the way, you can open it in one hand, but it's really tricky to open it in one hand. Like, I'm going to try to open it in one hand. As you can see, the laptop is bouncing. See, it's bouncing a lot. So so it's really not that smooth in one hand opening of the lid, but it's pretty manageable if you do it. So I'm going to close the lid for a bit here, and you can always go and put the pressure of your thumb on the chassis here, then lift the lid to open the laptop very smoothly. Here is the laptop right now with this open lid, and this is the keyboard. This is the keyboard. This is a QWERTY keyboard with 26 end key rollover for the keyboard here. And I purchased this this laptop cover keyboard from Shopee to protect the keyboard from the dust and bits of things on the laptop, because sometimes when I position this laptop in other places in this home, it's sometimes go and really going to be a dust mite for my laptop. So that's why I purchased the keyboard cover for the laptop. The keys are really tactile. It has really deep travel, and it's really comfortable to type on. Here's the sound of it. Really smooth. This has also the numpad here, and there you go, there's a numpad here. The new chassis of the Omen 15 doesn't have the numpad, but it has the keyboard, the mechanical keyboard style placements of the keys for home, page up, page down, and etc. This also the touchpad. This is the touchpad here. I think this is a glass touchpad, maybe, but yeah, once again, I don't know how to describe the feeling of the laptop, so I'm very sorry about that. But you're gonna take my word for it. This one is smooth, and it has the ELAN drivers, but it's really smooth to use. It has gestures built in on, and it's also working in Windows. So it's really fascinating coming from the user who uses the MacBook Pro mid 2010 13-inch, the trackpad feels really, trackpad or touchpad is really solid here, and it's really pretty nice to use. It also has a very satisfying clicky left and right buttons for the mouse. There's a sound. There you go. It's pretty it's pretty nice feeling to click on these things. There you go. Sorry about that. Once again, this is the Core 710 Gen and GeForce GTX 1660. So the speakers are tuned in with Bang & Olufsen audio. I'm going to take you for a listen on how this speaker sounds like on this. Right, so that's it for the speakers. My personal opinion on the speakers is that it's loud, and it also has some rich music in it, but the bass is not that much prominent on the speakers. So definitely, if you want some speakers with a lot of bass, well, you might consider getting a not a thin and light laptop for that. But also, I've also tested the fan noise between the speakers, and I can still hear the speakers. But of course, if you're gaming, you're going to use a headphones for that. By the way, here's the location of the speakers. It's on the bottom side, if I may close on the laptop lid and place it down here. There you go. As you can see, here is the speaker. I'm very sorry if my video camera is really it's not balanced, because I'm using my old tripod here. We're not connected with my review right now, but sorry about that. Anyway, tripod is flimsy. Position, there you go. Sorry about that. Here is the speakers. This is the speaker grill here, and this is the rubber feet. 4 rubber feet, really tall rubber feet to suck in more airflow onto the laptop. Here is the air intake for the airflow, and which provides pretty good airflows. I'm going to show you later the games from Microsoft Flight Simulator, Valorant, and GTA 5, so you can see how much it handles the temperature. Unfortunately though, in Microsoft Flight Simulator, spoiler alert, this really gets really hot. Well, only on Flight Simulator. I didn't test any other games. So this is it. Once again, the speaker. So let's check now the ports of this laptop. Here's the ports for this laptop here. This is the sorry about that. From left to right, this is the internet port. This is the HDMI port here. The 2 USB 3.0 ports. We also have a display port, which is pretty good, and we also have a USB Type-C port with Thunderbolt, because this is the Intel laptop. It supports Thunderbolt here with the Lightning logo here. And we also have the headphone microphone combo jack here. And on the right side, we have the most important thing that I purchased this laptop is the SD card slot to make the videos. This is the SD card slot. The SD card slot pushes way in. Then if you want to get out the SD card, you can just press it, then it will just pop itself, then you can remove it, which is pretty satisfying. And we also have the SSD indicator here. We also have a USB 3.0 again here, and some vents to exhaust the air out. And on the back we have some pretty large outtakes here for the fans to blow the hot air out of the system. There you go. Alright, so one thing you're noticing right now is this laptop is a fingerprint magnet. As you can see, I'm very sorry about if my laptop is really dirty, but this really is a fingerprint magnet. But if you can and wipe it with a microfiber cloth, which is from my old Beats headphones, you will see that it is tolerable and it is really cleanable using a microfiber cloth, but it really takes time to clean this one. So yeah, so okay, so let's turn on the laptop here and see for the first time here. Here is, I'm going to open the laptop and position the camera, then turn on the laptop here. As you can see here, this is the keyboard is also RGB with 4 key zones, one here, and one here, and the WASD keys. So technically a 4-zone keyboard, 4 key zone RGB. So there you go. It boots up really fast on Windows, and yeah. So really nice keyboard here. I'm going to go and cover the lens for a bit here because I'm going to go and type in my password. There you go. We're inside of the laptop here. I'm just going to go and cover up the desktop icons. There you go. And pretty nice. This is also a 144 Hz screen. If I may launch the monitor tester here. You may not see this on camera because this is only recording at 50 fps. I forgot the oh, I see, alright, the UFO test. Alright, the UFO test, the test UFO thing here. There we go, testufo.com. As you can see, here is the UFO test. 144 fps. It's is on the top. 72 36 fps. I can see smoothness in 144 fps and in 72 fps. On 36 fps there's a bit of jitter, but yeah, 144 fps, 144 hertz, really smooth to the eyes, and also while I'm moving the mouse it's also apparent. So I'm really used to 144 hertz now, and I really want high refresh rates on more laptops and phones, which is apparently a good thing because there are so many laptops and phones right now that has a high refresh rate. So yeah, so once again also this also has a webcam. I don't know if you can see it, but on the top there's a webcam over here. Here's a webcam with 2 microphones in it, so the microphones really sound good, and this also, the webcam also is not that great, but it's great for video conferencing of some sort. I'm always using that on my online class. Here's the camera demo. As you can see, I don't know if it will do justice, but as you can see, that's me. You will see that the camera is on the camera maybe not that good. But yeah, so but trust me when I say this, the video camera is good. Yeah, only good, not that very good, only good. So I'm going to close that out. So let's now jump into the performance numbers, which I'm going to go to the laptop right now. Alright, so I also forgot to show you the AC adapter of the Omen 15. Here is the Omen 15's adapter. So this is also the barrel plug that also attached on the AC adapter here, which plugs into the left side of the laptop. Here you see, there you go, that's the AC adapter here. It's plugging on this here, and yeah, this is this is the brick, the AC adapter. This is really sleek and not that much heavy, but it will be heavy if, of course, if you pair the AC adapter and the laptop on the same bag. So, but my estimation of weight is around 3 to 5 kilos on this one, when you include both of them, or 3 to 6 kilos. This is the Omen 15's specs of the AC adapter. 200 watts of power of juice to provide on the laptop. This has 100 to 240 volts and 50 to 60 hertz. So this is the this is really international AC adapter, as most chargers and phone chargers would use, so they can use wherever and whenever they want. Alright, so we're now on the benchmarks for the game. Here first, the Grand Theft Auto 5. As you can see, our FPS right now when plugged in is around 40 to 45 FPS, but that sometimes dips to around 30 sometimes. Here is another test. Here, as you can see, we also hovering around 70 to 80 FPS on GTA 5 on high settings. This is the benchmark tool for the GTA 5. So we're hovering around 30 to 90 FPS on GTA 5 on the 1660 Ti and the 10750H. Well, on the Omen 15, as you can see there, pretty smooth as always. Next one here is Microsoft Flight Simulator. As you can see, we're hovering around 30 to 40 FPS with some stutters because of the heavy graphics. As you can see right now on the temperature, we're seeing around 80 to 90 degrees Celsius on CPU, which is pretty high, and also this also the main cause sometimes for thermal throttling while playing this game. So yeah, here is now Valorant. So this one is an FPS game, so this is really a piece of cake when it comes to the game itself. We're hovering around 240 FPS to 200-ish FPS, and this game really didn't thermal throttle the CPU and the GPU on this laptop. So next up, here is the TimeSpy benchmark. As you can see here, it's running the TimeSpy benchmark. This is the demo one from 3DMark, and here is our score with 5,671, which is a great score from TimeSpy, with a graphics score of 5,564, with a CPU score of 6,368. A pretty great score for the two combos of the Intel and NVIDIA one. And next up here is the Cinebench R23 benchmark. We're running the benchmark in multi-core, and we're doing some post editing here to make the video much faster, so you can wait, so you cannot go and sit there and wait. So yeah, so which is really fast. And here is the score numbers after that is finished. It takes around 10 minutes to test this one. So as you can see, we are at 6,790 points on the multi-core score, and that's for the Cinebench R23 multi-core score. And next one is the CPU single core, this which runs at 1,102 points. But as you can see right now here, the cores, some cores have a maximum of 93 and 91 degrees Celsius, which causes thermal throttling, which is pretty high. Next one is the CrystalDiskMark. This is the NVMe SSD of Samsung, 1 terabyte. It has a read speed of a sequential read speed of 2,614 megabytes per second, and a write score of 2,868 megabytes per second. A pretty great score, as expected for the NVMe SSD. And here is the underside of the laptop again. So to open the laptop, you need 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6 screws to open the laptop. There is a latch on the laptop, which you can use a credit card or a prying tool to open up. Once again, if you open up the laptop very gently, you will now have access to the insides of the laptop. As you can see right now, we have 2 fans with copper heat pipes to cool the CPU and GPU. The heat pad, the pink heat pad, is on the battery, which rated for 76 watts hours, and I'm getting around 2 to 3 hours of battery life on this laptop, and sometimes even greater, around 3 to 4 hours. So it really depends on your usage. By the way, this laptop has no NVIDIA Optimus, so it always runs on the GTX 1660 Ti all the time. Next one, we on the black rectangle there. This is the vacant slot for the 2.5-inch SSD, and which is you can expand down the road if you want to. Next one on the gray heat spreader here. This locates your main NVMe SSD, a 1 terabyte one. To access that, you can unscrew it and remove the heat spreader. So, and the next one is we also have the black covering rectangle here, the paper one. That is the RAM slots, 2 RAM slots for the laptop, which you can upgrade to up to 32 or 64 gigabytes of RAM as long as it runs at 2933 megahertz. And next one, the last one on the very left side of the laptop, which has some stickers. This is the Wi-Fi card. This is equipped with the Intel Wi-Fi 6 Wi-Fi card, an AX201 model, and it's really giving us a fast speed on our 50 Mbps Ethernet connection. Alright, so here is my closing thoughts on the Omen 15. As you can see, I'm editing the Omen 15 review here. Would I recommend this laptop? Well, I absolutely recommend this laptop. It is thin, it is light, and it's really powerful. But keep in mind, if you stress test this or if you run super heavy on this laptop, you will get some thermal throttling along the way, but it's not that much. But if you want to go and and reduce the throttling on this laptop, I will recommend you to go to the new Omen 15 chassis, which has better thermals and better cooling solution, and also with a AMD Ryzen CPU as well, with the RTX 2060. But that model is pretty much hard to find, so the 6060 Ti is much more common on the new chassis model. So yeah, that's about it for the Omen 15 review, and I'm really sorry if this is really long and if you got bored, but I hope that this video is really informative to make your decision purchase of the Omen 15, whether the 2019 chassis like this one or the 2020 version, which has the new chassis. Right, so that's about it, guys. So if you like the video, just like or dislike, comment down below if you have questions, and subscribe for more videos like this. Goodbye and see you again on the next one.